This is not a restaurant but a prison. Ku Xian's dining table for food. But the further down you go, the less food. The bottom is said to be like hell. Man wakes up from coma. It was found that the inmate uncle had evil written all over his face. He congratulated Dixuan for his good luck. The first time I woke up, I was on the 48th floor. Okawa is studying prison structures. The red light turns green. The uncle quickly dropped the pillow and knelt on the ground. As soon as the table full of food arrives, he grabbed it and started gobbling it, mouth full of oil. But if you look closely, the food is all leftovers. Apparently the people on the 47th floor above ate the leftovers. Dixuan suddenly lost his appetite. The uncle asked Dixuan to eat a little. If you miss this meal, you have to wait until tomorrow. He can only pick a peach that is still intact. I'm going to eat tonight when I'm hungry. The dining table begins to descend. The uncle picked up the red wine and asked for half a bottle. Okawa thinks this is disgusting. Grandpa said it's okay. The food has been ruined 47 times by the upper class. The following people will still eat. Soon Okawa found that the temperature was rising here. It turns out that prison food can be eaten but not beaten. If you don't throw away the peaches, the two will become barbecue. Scared Okawa to throw away the peaches. The temperature is back to normal. Came a loud bang. It's the dining table that quickly returns to the top floor. Prison allows one item per person. Equals pass the time with this novel. The uncle chose to bring a kitchen knife. The next few days, uncle still eats and drinks every day. Dixuan finally stopped eating and started eating. He asked the uncle how many floors were there in the prison. The uncle said that he has only been to the 132nd floor. Still deep down, there's nothing left at the table. As for how he survived, the old man played with the kitchen knife and remained silent. This day, the falling dining table brings a woman. Dixuan was stunned. He tries to communicate with a woman, but she just doesn't speak. The uncle said that women come once a month, going downstairs to find lost children, and let Dixuan stay out of business. Soon the table took the woman to the next floor. Unexpectedly happened. Woman dragged off dining table by prisoners. Want to cheat on her. Okawa's anxious cry stopped. That the floor is too high for him to jump off. Underclass tiring. The scream of a man from the lower floor let Okawa's worry turn into surprise. Soon the woman holds the knife and he goes back to the table. Continue to the next level. Apparently the prisoner was settled. Soon a month. That night, the uncle suddenly spoke up. He already smelled drowsiness. Now I can only pray to wake up and be assigned to the upper floor. But when Okawa wakes up, mummified by himself, the uncle came to the side with a kitchen knife, complaining about my life is so hard. It was assigned to the 171st floor. There's absolutely nothing to eat here. As I said that, the table came down. Sure enough, there's only a pile of licked clean dishes left. If you haven't eaten for a week, he can only cut the meat of Dixuan to eat. Dixuan spent a week in torment. And the uncle can't stand it anymore. Begin to Okawa's meat. Tianchuan screamed in pain. Sudden. The table descends with the murderous woman. She sent the uncle away with a knife. Saved Okawa. Then climbed up to the dining table and lowered down. When Okawa wakes up again, the discovery came to the 33rd floor. Now you don't have to worry about food anymore. Inmate blonde sister was a prison executive. She said the prison had a total of 200. Had enough food. Just because the upper floors ate too much. That's why the people at the bottom don't have to eat. She started distributing food at mealtimes. I also advised people downstairs to eat less. Leave a little space for the people behind. But the people below only care about the good and swallow it. She tried for days to no avail. Okawa finally can't stand it anymore. He threatened to eat a little if they didn't eat too much. Pulls food onto food. This makes the following people honest. This day when the table is lowered, bringing the dying murderous woman, Dixuan hurriedly carried out emergency treatment. I didn't think it was midnight. The two women got into a fight. It turns out that the blonde sister's dog was eaten by the murderous woman. Then the murderous woman hitchhiked off to find the child. And the blonde says she's terminally ill. She wanted to help change the environment here, but found that it was impossible. It's a strange prison. Can't even see. When a man wakes up, find yourself down to level 202. Still can't see the bottom. Blonde sister hangs herself out of fear. At this moment, Dixuan collapsed. He doesn't know how to get through the same. The first few times he barely made it through. But over time, hunger makes men lose their minds. He couldn't help opening the blonde sister's lunchbox. Lose single ticket today. He found that he was on the second floor. The inmate is an African with a rope. He wanted someone upstairs to help him climb to the top. I thought, but the inmates loosened the rope. Unfortunately, it was pulled by Dashwan. They decided to change this selfish prison. Remove the bed and get the steel pipe. People above 50 floors are not allowed to eat. Threats all the way. Finally reached the 51st floor. They started distributing food. The layers below are more cruel. Some starved to death, some attacked each other. The murderous woman was also killed by the strong man. The strong man wielded a big sword and attacked the two. After a fierce struggle, although the two killed the werewolf, but he is also bruised. The table continues to fall, and the space below is even more tragic. Seeing that the food has been divided, they keep the last jelly, wanting to send a signal to the people at the top with this, the prison of selfishness has been changed. Finally they came down. 333 floors are written on the wall. Woman's child found under bed. They finally gave up on jelly. Eat K's girl. And the old black lost his breath because of his injuries. Okawa also fainted. In a coma, Da Chuan dreamed of Lao He. He says girls are the real signal. After waking up, he put the little girl on the dining table. Let the table take her back to the top floor. And Okawa himself walked into the darkness. I lived a life of death with my uncle. The end of the prison is hell. Movie satirizes the real world. Top people enjoy the best resources. People at the bottom can only eat leftovers. To survive, good people can become demons. If resources are evenly distributed, everyone has a good time.